So, I'm joined now in studio. How glamorous is my studio? In room. With a second year student at U of T. She writes a very funny blog on Blogspot. It's called Mother of Many Moments. This is Hillary Robyn Burke.
Hello.
How are you, Hillary?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so how did this whole thing start, right? You started on Facebook. You're still on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did it begin? Tell me where this all started from. You love this.
I'm sorry I'm laughing so much.
It's okay. No.
I don't
It's
know
fine.
why.
We want the laughs.
I feel like a star. No
it's
pictures,
all
please.
good.
No pictures, please.
I know. See, look, my studio audience loves you. Exactly. But how did it start? Because this is an interesting
it started come December a year ago. So last December.
1 year old. Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
It's approaching.
I'm thinking of I'm doing something really special.
Right.
Maybe a nice romantic dinner.
Romantic dinner with your blog.
You know, walk by the beaches on the boardwalk.
Stay safe. Use protection.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. Okay.
How did it start?
My mom's always been like funny, and I've always had like friends over who would comment on the fact that, you know, she's kind of unlike, you know, the typical generic mom in the way that she says things that would seem kind of I want to say controversial, but like just
Right.
like things that a regular mom wouldn't say.
Right.
Or let's say like just like a boring mom wouldn't say. Not to like offend other mothers. I mean that's one thing I'm not trying to do here, but I think the one thing I'm trying to do is to at all maybe empower mothers. This sounds so ridiculous, but
Empower mothers.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, because it's the whole sense, because like on my Blogspot, the actual tagline is like, if you actually listen, like your parents can be actually can actually be very, very interesting.
Right.
And they can be really funny if you just listen to them.
Okay, so for those who are unfamiliar with the blog, and of course they'll know about it after they watch this, why don't you tell them a little bit kind of what it's about?
It's just like pretty much like self-explanatory. It's
Right.
moments in which my mom says things or does things.
Just kind of outlandish stuff.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Maybe like
exactly.
something that is just like she doesn't even realize it.
Yeah,
right?
and
Most of
and
the
I
time.
think that's the thing that makes it so. I don't want to say like it's a success because it really isn't.
Right.
But it's the thing that makes it unique is the fact that it's not preconceived. Like I don't get home and I'm like, Mom, say something really funny, and she's like,
Right.
let me pull out my sheet of jokes. Like she doesn't do that. I mean,
That's what my mom does, by the way. She's actually very good. I asked her to write for me. She will not. She refuses.
Very cool.
Refuses to write for me. Okay, my next question is this. So, tell us about your mom, because when I read the moments, it seems like she's this really like unfiltered person, and like really unique. So tell us a little bit about your mom, her character.
Yeah, well, she is definitely unfiltered, and like I said, the things that she says that ends up in mom moments, she doesn't say them with the intention of like getting on my daughter's Facebook profile.
Right.
She just says it because it's like in her character. Like she was raised in Trinidad and she was born there.
Oh, okay.
And I know like you never ever believe it because you're like as wet as a sheep. You never be from, but I am.
I was gonna say something about that, but thank God she said it. Yeah.
And so she was raised in a household in which, you know, like discipline was very, very common, and it was kind of harsh, especially, you know, like back in the day. Right. My mom is like, you know, generations old, you know.
Right.
And like one of the things I remember her telling me and her mom telling her was, you know, children should be seen, not heard. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like my mom sometimes would like, I mean, a good portion of the mom moments is like her like threatening to beat me, or like in like the seconds before she does beat me, or like her, I don't know, but I'll give you an example of one.
Okay.
It's gonna go on my Facebook, I think either tonight or tomorrow. I had the unfortunate fortune of getting the flu last
I'm
week.
gonna write that movie, The Unfortunate Fortune. It's coming out.
The worst movie ever. A fortune cookie with a bad fortune.
Yeah, with a bad fortune. That's the start. Okay.
I had the flu last week, and my mom had the also unfortunate fortune of coming home to the sound of me being sick in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And then I came out of the bathroom, and then I'm like, my makeup's running down my face, and like I just, I just look terrible. And my mom is, you know, instead of saying things like, oh, honey, sweetie, baby, are you okay? She's like, are you bulimic? And I'm like, no. And she's like, good, because if you were, I'd slap the tar out of you. And I'm like, I'm not, I swear.
That's great, man. So is she aware of the blog?
She is.
So does she make it harder for you to find those moments?
I don't think so. I think that, like, she knows about it, but even though, like, she creeps my profile every single day, and, like...
Oh, she's one of those
moms. I think she's kind of, like, indifferent to it. I'm not sure she realizes how much it is, like, appreciated.
Right.
I think that, like, she knows it's there, and I know that when it first came out, she wasn't really happy with it, just because...
Oh, really?
It was all her being like, you know, I don't want, like, my personal stuff going on here, and so I kind of promised her I wouldn't put any personal information on it.
Right.
I wouldn't put, you know, like, things that would make her embarrassed on it. And I know that, like, there are mom moments that I know aren't just aren't appropriate to put on Facebook.
Right.
Because there are tons.
They're inappropriate mom moments.
Inappropriate mom moments. You know, like, they're inappropriate because, like, you know, like, they include, like, an issue my mom doesn't want to talk about, or just, like, things that she doesn't want, like, anyone just, like, splashing on Facebook, that kind of thing. But, you know, because she stalks my Facebook every single day, like, she knows what's on there.
Right.
And,
well, most of the stuff that you talk about on Mom Moments is really innocent stuff. It's just really, really funny to read.
Yeah.
You know? And I think a lot of people have those moments with their moms where it's like they don't really realize how kind of funny they're being.
Yeah.
It's this kind of like mom place. I don't know.
Yeah. Like that's what I wanted to do. Like, when it first started, it was just like, oh, hey, my mom's hilarious.
Yeah.
But as it went on, it was kind of just like a thing when, you know, I was realizing, you know, as it also was because now my mom and I kind of share an apartment together.
Right.
So all this time it was just me and my mom together.
Right.
So it wasn't like this huge big family, and we were in this enclosed space, and it kind of reminds me of some sort of, you know, like, I guess, like, sociological, like, research program where, like, the two people are just, like, put in this spot.
Right.
They have to live together, and they have to cope with each other, and, like, there are times when I just want to kill her, and, like, she's so annoying, and I'm sure there are many times that she wants to kill me, and then I guess the mom moments were, like, the funny times of those, like, ridiculous, I want to strangle you moments.
Right. They're like golden nuggets of really funny information. They are. They're like really, really interesting little peeks at your life with your mom, which is really, really funny. You should check that out. It's on motherofmanymoments.blogspot.com, and you're going to Tumblr soon, right?
I am.
So it'll be on Tumblr soon. Can I share with you one of my mom moments?
Go ahead.
This thing is so funny.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my brother works for BlackBerry, and the company that makes the BlackBerry is Research in Motion, RIM.
Yeah.
And so when he got the job, we were all really excited for him. We were like, oh my God, this is great. He's so successful now. Like, his life is like over. He's like got a really, really stable job.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously it meant a great deal to me. It meant a great deal to my parents, right? And so my mom calls the rest of the family to let them know, just to be like,
That's so cute.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And so she's on the phone with my aunt. I'm in the room, my dad's in the room, my mom is in the room. My brother walks into the room and goes, Mom, who are you on the phone with? And my mom's like, oh yeah, I'm on the phone with your aunt. I'm just telling her you got a rim job. It's true. Hillary Burke, everybody.